Welcome to Upbeat.
There's been a lot of big news this week.
Yeah, this news was kind of funny, or this week was kind of funny. I think we started off with a lot of really sad news, and we transitioned to better news and more trends. So I think we had a great week. To start off, though, we have the Super Bowl coming up, which I think is really exciting. Yeah, Cam, what are you doing?
So excited. I'm going to somebody's house, catching up with them. It's been a while, so it'll be fun.
Taylor?
Yeah, I don't have any plans, but something always comes up with the Super Bowl, so I'm not really worried.
Yeah, the Super Bowl's always fun, but what's not fun is when you show up and there's not food.
Oh, yeah, it's not
Food
a
is
party.
necessary.
It's not a Super Bowl.
Food is very necessary. Okay, so I looked at a list of all the top 10 best foods in America, or that people eat throughout the Super Bowl. So give me your guesses.
I gotta go with chicken wings.
Chicken wings. Chicken wings. I think everyone has chicken wings.
Yeah. Well, my dad makes a bomb nacho bar, so I'm gonna go with nachos.
Nachos, good. Okay, second guesses.
Tacos.
Tacos.
Are
We
big
love Taco Bell.
We do.
Easy to get the boxes.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Taylor?
This might be way left field, but I'm gonna go with pigs in a blanket.
Oh, wow,
okay.
bold. Yeah,
Bold.
okay. Well, we have the list, okay. Number 10 was kind of weird. It was sliders and then pulled pork sandwiches.
Yum.
Kind of the same thing. Buffalo chicken dip, which Taylor, we know you love.
So good.
So good. 7-layer dip and then hot dogs, of course. Number 5 was kind of weird. Meatballs, cocktail meatballs.
Okay, finger foods.
Finger
I had
foods.
that last year.
Pigs in a blanket was number 4.
Guys,
that was
I
not
got
left
it.
field. You got it.
Okay, Taylor.
And then pizza, potatoes, and wings. So we got
There we
that
go.
fast. Yeah.
We'll have a big weekend coming up, but last Sunday, the biggest night for music, the Grammys, and people are still talking about Billie Eilish.
Wow.
She took everything.
Yeah.
She just
swept
was a
it.
star.
Swept, cleaned the
Top
floor.
4 categories, all the awards, and she's the first female and the second person in history to win the top 4 awards in one night.
Yeah, and it made a big impact. The Oscars won't sort of perform now this coming week, so she's
Yeah.
done a lot. She's done a lot for herself.
Yeah, the day after the Grammys, her song Bad Guy, it increased in streaming 80%, which is huge.
That is huge.
Wow.
For a song that's been out for a while.
Yeah,
that
that's
was
insane,
really
yeah.
impressive.
Yeah, there were a lot
other
of great-
performance.
there's
There's tons of other performers.
Definitely.
We had Lil Nas X. He was a big performer out there.
Yeah, and it's huge with his Kobe Bryant tribute.
I
That was
know,
big.
I
Just
love
that
this.
day was an emotional day, and
It was
so
a really hard day for a lot
Yeah,
of people,
we're
but he
still-
did well.
yeah,
he
he
did well
did.
at like performing
He did.
it and making it. Every artist that was there really did a good job.
yeah. And going into this week, we've been celebrating Kobe and his life, and it's been cool to see everyone coming together and giving tribute to him.
I know there's been a lot of really cool ways that social media has brought people.
Yeah.
Yeah,
together
I've loved
this week.
seeing
One of the
for sure.
biggest things is the hashtag girl dad that's going around.
Yes,
It's
which
awesome.
I
with-
loved.
Yeah.
I loved it, and I am one of 4 girls, and my dad is
Yeah.
the only guy in the
cool.
family. So I really connected with that. I felt like a lot of people did. It was really
Yeah.
nice to see that.
Okay, and so let's check out some tweets. First one's from Russell Wilson, tweeting
that's
hashtag
cute.
girl dad with his daughter. It's so
cute.
precious.
This big guy with his little girl is so
Yeah,
cute.
and then actually Kobe Bryant's teammate on the Olympics, the U.S. Olympic team, Chris Bosh, tweeting girl dad and him and his beautiful daughters as
Oh,
well.
that's so cute. Oh, this is a good one. This is our guy, Nick Carter.
Backstreet Boys for life.
Yeah, we love him.
And then finally, Minnesota Vikings tight end Kyle Rudolph tweeted, "Raising 2, hashtag mamacitas, hashtag girl dad, precious."
What a good week.
Love
That was
it.
really awesome.
Definitely. It's been a big week for basketball, but it's definitely going to be a big week for football as well.
It is.
He's not out of bounds yet. Inside the 10, he dives for the end zone. Touchdown! A remarkable acrobatic scramble. Never before have
The biggest football game of the year is this Sunday, February 2nd. That's right, the San Francisco 49ers are facing off against the Kansas City Chiefs in this year's Super Bowl. And I'm joined here with 2 brothers who have a strong love for football. Is that right?
That's right.
This is Baylor and Gunnar Romney, and they're 2 BYU football players. You guys, how long have you been playing football?
Since we were little kids.
Oh, really?
Yeah, just started in the backyard, just to each other and our little brother included, just playing around, just messing around, and it sort of evolved into more of a love of the game. And we started playing. Our dad started coaching us when we were younger, and he coached us all the way through, and so we've just been playing ever since.
That's awesome. So you have a very athletic family then. And so it's fun for you to play together then now, right?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. And so who do you guys want to win the Super Bowl?
I'm going for the Chiefs.
The Chiefs? What about you, Gunnar?
Yeah, I got to say the Chiefs, the same thing. I think I like their offense. They have a really high-powered offense. It's just fun to watch. It's really entertaining.
Cool. Do you have a specific player you like to watch on the Chiefs?
For me, it's Patrick Mahomes. I
Yeah.
play quarterback, so I like the way he plays and just the fun he brings to the game.
That's awesome. And what do you guys think of Andy Reid? A lot of people say he deserves the Super Bowl. Finally, huh?
Yeah, it's really cool to see him. He's a BYU guy. It's cool to see him at the top level, performing like he is, and he's a super fun coach to watch. He's super creative, and it's just he always has something up his sleeve.
Yeah, and I bet that really inspires you also being BYU football players, right? And so what do you think about the 49ers? I know your team is the Chiefs, but what do you think of their team? Do they have a chance?
Oh yeah, they definitely have a chance. I think it'll be a great game to watch with their defense, how good they've been all season. And it'll just be fun to watch the high-powered offense against a really great defense.
Oh, cool. And so do you guys have any plans to watch this big game?
We were actually just talking about it yesterday, just trying to figure something out, but we'll probably have people over at my house. I mean, we'll see what happens.
Gunner's making pigs in a blanket.
I
see
just
how that
found out
goes.
that is one of the top foods to make for the Super Bowl. So you were right on point.
Yeah, you see, I'm not much of a cook, but we'll see how it turns out.
Do you guys have any specific favorite Super Bowl memories, maybe with your family?
I think pretty much we just get together with our family, just a lot of cousins, a lot of family members, just get together, huge group, and watch it. If it's not with them, it's just with friends. It's just a gathering time, just to have fun and just enjoy football.
Oh, that's really awesome. So football is very unifying, as you guys probably know. And so my favorite, I'm from Northern California, so I have to root for the 49ers. So we'll definitely see how this turns out. But I'm definitely going to be sitting around with probably a plate of pigs in a blanket, like Gunner. But we'll see who ends up winning, the Chiefs or the 49ers, this Sunday. But Baylor, Gunner, thank you so much for being here with me today.
Thank you.
Many athletes believe in order to play good, you need to look good. Co-founder of TrueWear Company, Tim Nixon, is here with me today. Tim, can you talk about TrueWear and how it started?
Yeah, of course. So I started my mission in Taiwan. I got home a few years ago. Obviously, with that climate there, super hot, humid, I was always wishing they had a shirt that was more of a dry fit type of feel, like stretchy, liquid repellent kind of thing. So upon returning from my mission, I was able to connect with some different manufacturers over in China, and through that process, I was able to develop TrueWear, kind of where we're at today.
That's awesome. Can you talk about your mission is to bridge the divide? Can you talk a little bit about that and how that came about and what that means to your company?
Yeah, of course. So initially, bridge the divide, it was the whole idea, bridge the divide between comfort and class, right? So you have a comfortable dress shirt that feels like pajamas pretty much, that you can also wear to work. The other side of it is bridging the divide between ignorance and awareness. And so what we mean by that is we want to bring to light the opioid epidemic that's going on here in Utah. And so with every purchase, we pledge to donate part of those funds to fight that epidemic that we see here today.
That's awesome. And can you talk a little bit more about that opioid that you're trying to fight? And so I know you're partnering with a company or organization up in Salt Lake. Can you talk a little bit about that?
For sure. Yeah, so initially the idea was us to start up our own foundation. Obviously being super new, we can't quite do that yet, right?
Yeah.
But right now we're partnering with a company called White Tree, and they are an outpatient clinic up in South Jordan area that just, again, seeks to help those people that are suffering from the opioid addictions.
That's awesome. And so we've seen a couple celebrities and athletes wearing TrueWear. We've seen Alex Boyer, we've seen Taysom Hill, and we've seen Alex Caruso. Can you talk a little bit about those relationships with them and how that came about?
For sure. So Alex Boyer, we just got his address from a mutual friend, and we just said, hey, we'll try it. We'll just send him some stuff, see if he likes it, and he loved it. So he really loved our sweatshirt and our joggers, that type of thing. Taysom, it works out nice because he actually married my older sister, and so when he got into the league, he wanted to start partnering up with some different companies, and he saw the opportunity to be a co-founder with us with TrueWear, and so he's part of us in this ownership team. And then Alex Caruso was one of my best friends from high school, and so ever since we were young, we talked about having something that we could build together, and once he saw the brand start to develop, he wanted to be a part of it as well.
That's awesome. And so where do you see the future of TrueWear? What's the vision for the company?
Man, I obviously hope that one day it can be in every Nordstrom across the country, that type of thing. But I just honestly, at the end of the day, just want to create clothes that everyone loves to wear, that are comfortable, and that can keep you looking fresh no matter what the weather brings.
Awesome. And yeah, let's take a look at some of the models. Our first model, Tim, can you kind of explain what this model is wearing and
for sure.
how it's going?
So this is just our our classic sweatshirt and jogger look. It's really casual, so you can wear around the house, wear out with your buddies, kind of thing. The joggers are liquid stain and odor repellent.
Oh,
so
wow.
you can literally throw ketchup on your pants and it's going to come off, kind of thing. So it's pretty nice. Again, just super comfortable, classy, just kind of more that modern look, right now.
Okay, awesome. And so then for our next model, can we talk a little bit about what he's wearing and how?
For sure, yeah. So this is our
How that
professional
fits.
line. Obviously, you see the dress shirt, the dress pants. The shirt, again, has those same qualities of that liquid stain odor repellency, just keeping you, looking good regardless of, what life brings, type of thing. So
Awesome. And so we can check out these clothes online at Truewear's website, right?
Yeah, www.truewear.com is
Okay.
where you can get a full list of all of our clothes with our different dress shirts and pants and everything like that.
Awesome, and I know Alex Caruso and Taysom are wearing them, so hopefully in the future we'll see LeBron in some
Hey.
Truewear, Drew Brees in some Truewear.
That's the dream. That's the dream.
That's the goal. Awesome.
For sure.
But you can check out Truewear on Instagram and Twitter by searching the handle @TruewearCo, and you can check out their website at www.truewear.com. Tim, appreciate you, brother.
Appreciate
Thanks for coming on.
Thanks, man.
All right, well, coming up,
My mother was always very familiar with her neighborhood, but one day she stopped at the stop sign for much longer than usual, and she didn't know whether she should go forward or turn, and she wasn't even really sure where she was at. It was very unsettling for her.
I felt so much better after my son told me, "Mom, I don't want you to worry or be afraid. I'll be there for you and we'll figure it out."
Sometimes the things we do or say can make others feel hurt, excluded, or isolated. Everything you say and do creates an impact.
How am I supposed to save the whole world?
You can't think about saving the world. You have to think about saving one person.
Because of you, someone's entire life can change. You don't have to be a superhero to have a positive impact.
Friends?
Friends.
There are 16 million children struggling with hunger in America. This is a serious problem, but one we can solve. Visit feedingamerica.org to help. Together we can solve hunger. Together we're feeding America.
Sometimes the things we do or say can make others feel hurt, excluded, or isolated. Everything you say and do creates an impact.
How am I supposed to save the whole world?
You can't think about saving the world. You have to think about saving one person.
Because of you, someone's entire life can change. You don't have to be a superhero to have a positive impact.
Friends?
Friends.
All right, well, I know that making my own bed is hard, and I'm not even a mother, and I don't even have twins. So tell me about Betty's, or what the product is even about.
So it started because I have twins with bunk beds, and trying to make a bunk bed is about impossible. So I tried making my kids bunk beds for them, and then realized, oh my gosh, they're not being lazy. It's just impossible.
It's just hard to get up there.
So I Googled how to make a bunk bed, thinking there was a hack.
Yeah.
There were no hacks, and so then I Googled bunk bed bedding, and there was no bunk bed bedding. So I just created my own version, and I had so many friends and family that they wanted the product for themselves, that they're like, you need to take this to a patent attorney and start selling it. So that's how it started.
Great, and it's grown a lot in this last year. You've had a lot of, or when did you start it?
We started, it'll be 6 years ago in April.
That's so exciting. Yeah. Okay, so just kind of show us how it works. So go ahead.
Okay, it goes on like a fitted sheet, but once you have it on, all of your bedding's made. So this would just go over the mattress, and then once it's on, you unzip it, and your sheets included, and then you've got this comfort panel that extends out, and it covers the zipper so you don't feel like you're sleeping in a sleeping bag. You still feel like you're in traditional bedding, but to make it is so easy, you just have to zip it.
That's so awesome. And so tell me, like, do people get hot in this material? Is it too suffocating?
It is truly the perfect, and I know that I own the company, so it sounds like I'm gonna sell you on that, but I promise you, it's the perfect temperature. And the Minky is everyone's favorite. It's our top seller by far.
Right, you were saying that your son would keep bringing Minky Couture blankets, right?
Yes, and I'm like, no, you have to keep your room clean. I don't want all these extra blankets. So then that's when we added the Minky to the bedding, and it just makes it so much nicer and easy to clean up.
Right, and so you just put it on with one motion, and then same for taking it off, I assume.
Yep, and to wash it, all you do is you pull it off, throw it in the washer, throw it in the dryer, and it's done.
Okay, and it's not going to shrink in the dryer.
No, it's awesome.
Okay, now tell me about how you kind of came up with the idea. You went to your kid's bed, but you were running with your friend one day, and you were kind of coming up with it. Tell me about that.
I convinced her. I'm like, we should just start this as a hobby, you know. So it really did. We thought it was going to be a hobby, and then we realized to get things started, you had order minimums and all of that. I'm like, oh, it's go big or go home. So we decided to make a full company out of it.
All in. Okay.
Yeah.
And this is not just for kids.
No.
People have these on all their beds.
Well, the invention started for kids with bunk beds, and then quickly after we started a Kickstarter, everyone kept saying they wanted it for their beds. So we make it, our top requested size was actually king size.
King size
yeah,
beds.
Isn't that so crazy?
You think most people would have queens even?
I know. Yeah, no. Well,
kings.
It was requested even over like toddler beds. I would have thought it would go younger, but people are loving it for their RVs as well.
Oh, that makes so much sense. There's such little space in there.
I know. So no more hitting your head, skinning your knuckles. This is. I mean, you literally just
zip it right on
and
up.
Your bed's made.
Awesome. Okay, so where can people find your product?
So it's beddys.com. It's beddys.com. Everyone always thinks I'm saying it wrong.
Right, well, because your name's Betsy, too.
Yep. So, anyway.
Okay, and where did that name kind of come from real quick?
So it came from making your bed with ease, one zip at a time. I thought I was so clever, but.
It is. No, we love it. Wonderful. What's some of your social media handles real quick?
So on Instagram, we're at Betty's Beds. Facebook, we're at Betty's. And then those are the main places we are.
Yeah. Okay, wonderful. Thanks so much for being on today.
Thank you.
We're talking about the birds and the bees and how sometimes it can be an uncomfortable or taboo type of subject.
Definitely. There's always a need for healthy talk surrounding sexuality. And joining us today is Emma Beaumont from the BYU nursing program. Thank you for being with us today.
Hey, no problem. My pleasure.
So Emma, you're helping to organize this event that's surrounding healthy sexuality. Can you tell us a little bit more about the goals of this conference for next weekend?
Exactly. Three of my classmates and I, we had created this new club called Nurses Empowering Women, and we've talked a lot about sexual assault and how can we talk kind of more comfortably about this. And so we created this conference that's called Promoting Healthy Relationships. And so we're really talking about sex and sexual assault and how do we, foster these environments that we can talk openly and comfortably about some of these awkward subjects.
And why do you think healthy sexuality is so important to address or talk about?
There are a lot of stigmas that really surround sex and sexual assault. And our goal really of this conference is to eliminate kind of the shame and guilt that surrounds talking about these subjects and just really empowering women and nurses and anyone who attends to feel comfortable and really confident in addressing these subjects.
Yeah, definitely. I know we're saying that sometimes it can be kind of taboo to talk about sex. And a lot of people, they weren't raised talking about sex in their home. And so how do you kind of go about that situation? How can you help raise awareness?
Well, that's kind of me. I've lived so much of my life feeling really kind of bashful and uncomfortable talking about this. And so I think it's really as we put ourselves in these situations and kind of force ourselves to talk about it in these safe spaces that then we can kind of gain these skills and this confidence to talk about it openly without feeling awkward and kind of bashful or uncomfortable about it.
And so what are some tips or some advice that you have to help people be more comfortable talking about it?
It's really, talking with your friends about this, especially like at BYU and as members of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. Sometimes it's awkward when we approach these subjects, and so it's starting these conversations with your friends and creating these, again, safe spaces that you can talk openly and share your feelings and kind of be vulnerable with each other.
Definitely. And so what can people expect from this conference? What kind of things will you have to help them there?
Yeah, good question. It's awesome. We have a professor who's been studying kind of attitudes in regarding sexual assault on BYU campus for the past 10 years. So she'll be our keynote speaker. We've got someone from Title IX coming. We have CAPS. We're really talking about men's role in sex and how we can kind of eliminate these stigmas surrounding sexual assault and just empowering students to come and feel comfortable talking about this.
That's awesome. And so has BYU done something like this before, or?
No, this is the first time. Our club really pioneered starting off this conference, and my classmates and I just really felt powerful and really empowered by this, that we want nurses to feel comfortable talking about this with their patients in the future as well.
That's awesome, Emma. Well, to check out more, the conference is full, but you can check out more at the American Sexual Health Association, and you can also contact your physician. Emma, thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you so much, guys. Thanks.
All right, coming up, we've got all the drama with Bachelor Nation.
And no plans, no problem. We'll tell you what's going on this weekend.
My twin brother Jacob has an autism spectrum disorder. I remember one moment after being at school all day, I remember him getting into the car just bawling and saying, "Mom, I have no friends. Why don't I have any friends?" It broke my heart. That was the moment when I realized that I needed to do something about this. I needed to make a difference in his life. And I knew that if I could help him find a friend, I could help teach other people that including people with differences is the right thing to do. That was the inspiration behind my nonprofit, Score a Friend. Educating people to include people with differences is so important because when Jacob's included, he feels like he can succeed in life and he feels like he actually has a purpose.
There was a time in my life where I was extremely homesick. I decided that I needed a pet. When I first saw a turtle, my heart was full. He jumped up and kissed me and jumped right into my arms. I immediately went up to the volunteers at the shelter and said, "I want him, he's gotta come home with me." Now I'm anything but lonely. Every day with Turtle is a perfect day and keeps me company when I'm doing schoolwork. I like it when he jumps up on the table too. He is a veggie thief. He's an incredible companion and my best friend. Can't say that I've met anybody that doesn't love him too. When I adopted Turtle, I discovered all the things that make him unique. He's a little bit of a lot of things, but mostly he's all pure love.
Get it.
Get it.
Get it.
Give your town a reason to celebrate, because every Goodwill item you bring home brings job training and more to your community. Goodwill, bring good home.
And trending this week also, we have heard a lot from Bachelor Nation.
It's been all sorts of stuff. This is the craziest group of girls I feel like is, well, the most drama we've had.
The producers just get better.
I know. Well, do they get better though? Are they getting better?
I think they get worse. All I've seen on social media is them talking trash and bashing on them.
No, definitely. This whole ordeal with Chase Rice, the country singer, and Victoria.
I know. I feel so bad for her. Imagine you walk up, you're on this beautiful date with this guy.
So excited.
Yeah, at Cedar Point, great amusement park. And you come up and you see your ex singing to you.
Well, you saw what happened.
Yes, it was so shady.
Oh, yeah. I can't even imagine being a guy in that situation either.
What do you say to her?
Yeah.
And he's black. He has no idea. He's just in complete bliss.
And you definitely know that the producers have a lot more up their sleeve. And so if you need something to do this weekend, we have a full list for you. First, there's the Provo Spring Home Show at the UV Convention Center. That'd be a really fun event to take your family to.
Yeah, new homeowners,
definitely.
Great place to go. Sundance weekend two is coming up, which isn't as that big of a deal. It's not a huge deal as compared to week one, but there's still going to be people there. There's still going to be movies there. Yeah, you can eat on Main Street the whole week. I think it's still a really exciting time to be up at Sundance.
Exactly, and we also have BYU basketball this weekend against St. Mary's, a big rival, at 8 p.m. here in Provo.
Yeah, did you see what they did last night with the whole Kobe
thing? Yeah, the Kobe
thing?
tribute, that was awesome.
I thought that was really special, really sweet. I think basketball teams all around the nation are really trying to give their Kobe tributes out to people.
Definitely.
And then of course the Super Bowl. We're all excited about the Super Bowl.
We'll talk a lot about the Super Bowl today.
Okay, wonderful.
All right, and so we brought on TrueWear earlier, and Tim here is back again, and we're doing an Instagram giveaway with Tim.
Right.
So Tim, can you kind of explain what we're going to be giving away?
Yeah, so we're having a couple different things going. One's obviously that sweatshirt jogger combo we saw earlier, and then also the dress shirt, dress pant combo with the tie as well. So I have a couple different things going.
Okay, awesome. And so that sounds like it's going to be a good giveaway.
Great prizes.
Yeah, and it's going to be on Instagram. We'll have it on our Instagram later today.
Everybody should definitely enter.
Yeah.
I mean, we got to see the
models.
models.
So we'll show you a couple ways on how to enter. In order to enter, you need to be following TrueWear on Instagram at TrueWear Co. You also need to be following us at Upbeat Show, and you need to tag a friend in TrueWear's post that will be coming out shortly. And we'll announce the winner next Thursday night, I believe.
Yep,
so,
for sure.
Yeah, stay tuned.
Everybody make sure to follow, like, and enter this giveaway. It's going to be a great one.
Yeah, thanks so much. Have a great week.
Thanks for watching Upbeat.
Have a good weekend.
Never before have two teams whose primary color is red squared off in the big dance. Two clubs. The Niners are technically the visitor. They will be sporting their white jerseys and gold pants. The Chiefs donning their traditional home garb. You have more than enough to post your prediction and analysis in the comments section of YouTube. Please keep it coming. The message boards have been chock full of good information all year, so let's finish strong. For now, we leave you with an extra helping of predictions from our NFL media group. Happy Super Bowling, everyone, and thanks for riding along with us for what has been an amazing